Hey, how you doing there? Leo Arona here from Arona Marketing. Uh, I reached out to you today. I wanted to do a website audit for you, but there is no website. So I kind of wanted to show you a few things with your Google Business Profile and with your number one competitor, and show you how easy it will be to outrank those guys, and you can take those top positions. So what we have here is a buyer intent keyword. This is what people in West Monroe are going to type in if they need a painter. Painters, West Monroe, Louisiana, West Monroe painters, painters, West Monroe, things like that, because that is the service that you provide and the city that you provide that service is. So that is a keyword. Now, you are actually not doing too bad. You're in the fifth position, but this is a town with a population just shy of 13,000. So when you get into the bigger cities, the competition is a little more stiff, and it takes a lot more to rank. But in these smaller cities, ranking and knocking these guys out and getting in this top three, even up to the top spot, these guys are very beatable. So what I'm going to do is just kind of break down your number one competitor's website and see what they've all got going on there, and I'll show you how you can beat these guys. So when you first do your search, you're going to come into your map pack, and this is where you're going to get 30 to 40% of your business. It comes to your website and gives you a click from there. Now again, you're not in this top three, and that's okay, because there's multiple ways to get here. You want to make sure you're constantly adding reviews. You've only got 4, because reviews are very important. They are not only what is going to help drive more customers, but they are also how Google views you. If you've got a pretty decent between 4 and 5 star review, you're on the upper tier. Anything lower than that, 3.9 and lower is just pretty much a 3. If you see a 3.9, it's a 3 in most searchers' eyes. They're definitely looking for the 4.0, 4.5, 4.9, 5.0, because at the end of the day, reviews are most of the time from a trusted source. So you want to make sure when you do jobs, leave a card with a QR code, website, your Google business address, something so they can get in there and leave you a review. Now, you also want to make sure that you fill out the About Us. There's a 750 character section right here. You want to make sure that you're filling that out to the max, and don't forget to add keywords in here as well. Also, by posting geotagged and geolocated photos weekly. I've seen that you had some photos, but not a lot. You need to make sure that those are tagged and branded properly, because what that's going to do is going to show all the areas that you work. So if you're outside of your city and you take photos, upload them here and tag them, if their neighbors are looking for work, then you're going to be one of the first searches that pops up in the ping, because you've got photos tagged stating that you work in that area. Another thing you can do is add citations. Now, a citation is your business name, address, and phone number. You have to make sure that's the exact same all across the internet, because you do not want to mislead Google. At the end of the day, Google's just a big popularity contest. So the more you get your information out to directories, it's going to start making Google trust you more, and then it'll help boost your business. And again, that's not just in your area, that's also in your surrounding areas as well. Now, under the map pack is your organics. So you got SJ Lemus and number one in organics, and they're getting 30 to 40% search volume. And then their organics down here, they're the first painting company in organics besides the Facebook, Angie List, Home Advisor. Those are a joke. Sidetracked. But Home Advisor, they're going to send you and 9 other painters leads, and y'all got to be the first one there. It's a bidding process. Like, it's pointless. A website can be your number one lead generating tool if it's optimized correctly. So we're going to check out your number one competitor here and see what all they've got going on. Right off the bat, you can see that their website is kind of wonky, and there's just not a lot going on here. My biggest suggestion would be content. So Google loves content. Content is king. The number one thing is having a minimum of 1,500 words of command content on your homepage, and throughout that content you want to have buyer intent keywords. And again, that is the service that you provide and the city that you provide that service in. You want to make sure you're saving photos and videos as keywords because those count as content as well. What happens is 24/7 Google bots come in and crawl these sites, and they're trying to identify what your site is. So the more content you have on here, the more they're able to crawl your site and accurately dictate what your site does. So drywall installation, West Monroe. See, so they would come in here and see that these guys do drywall, and then they do it in West Monroe. So this is the service, and this is the city. But it would need to be something like drywall, West Monroe, drywall in West Monroe for it to count as a keyword. But with all the content, you make sure that you are helping those bots identify what you are and what you do. Now, what I've done is I've actually taken their website and put it into a tool I use called Ahrefs, and what it's going to do is give me the analytics and where they're sitting in Google's eyes. This is actually what I was trying to do for your website, to kind of show you some things you can actually do in-house to optimize your website. So this is a UR and this is a DR. This simply means the trust that their website has, and this is the strength. So there is no data coming in for their trust, and then they're 0.03 for strength, which is basically 0. And they have 28 backlinks. Now, a backlink is a shout out from one website to another. It is pretty much a source of power to share. So I'm sure you've read an article before and it says click here, and you click and it takes to another website. That is a backlink linking from one website to another via clickable button or text. And what those websites do is they actually share power. So that's where the strength comes in. And then the trust is how trusted that source is. So it's very important to have high quality authoritative backlinks. You could have 100 spammy backlinks, and you could have 50 quality backlinks, and the 50 will win out every single time. Now they're being found for 12 organic keywords, and that is the purpose of this. So what I'll do is go to your top 5 competitors, see what all keywords they're ranking for, and that's what we put in our content, because what I try to do is match what they do and then some. If they've got 20 pictures, we want to put up 40. We want to have at least a minimum of 1,500 words of content. If they've got 50 backlinks, we want to try to get 100. If they've got 90 citations, we want to get 180. That way, we don't just edge past them. We blow them out of the water. That way, we can maintain our positioning. Now, flooring, West Monroe, Louisiana, that is a buyer intent keyword that they're being found for. Painters in Monroe, Louisiana. So there's 30 people searching this every month with a 0 KD. And the KD is keyword difficulty. And this is out of 100. So the lower the keyword is, the easier it is to rank. And they've got some really low keywords, but they're not ranking or bringing any traffic from them because their backlinks are weak. Their strength is weak. Their trust is weak. So this is just a couple things I wanted to show you. These are things, like I said, you can actually do yourself and actually start outranking these other guys and take this top position. For websites not in the budget right now, I could definitely help you out with your Google business profile. Ideally, having them both working together is the best way to do it. But at least having one or the other optimized will really help a lot and start bringing in more traffic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, my name is Leo Arona from Arona Marketing. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to reach out because I can be that resource for you, and I hope you have a great day.